Hey guys, Mike here over in Taiwan. I think it's probably the third time I tried to get this video on the road, but yeah, anyway, so, I just want to tell everybody how my life is pretty good, like where I'm at, right? I think really at the end of the day, most men will probably say that they just want to be free to do whatever they want. I think within the system of Taiwan, like anybody, not just men, but men, women, whatever, you're free to basically do whatever you want as long as you don't cause any kerfuffle, even if that's a word that's going to register in the so if you just come here and then you do your job and you do your things. The thing is that I keep telling everybody for the most part that in Taiwan people just will leave you alone, but it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because I was talking to somebody over who's in I guess they're from Vietnam or something. That's what it looks like their name is from anyway, but and they just newly arrived to Taiwan, and they were telling me that they just spend a lot of time in their dorm room or something. So I'm assuming that they're probably a student. I don't really know them very well. And I was just telling them about the difference between how, in my experience anyway, people in Taiwan are helpful, but they're not friendly. And you can disagree with me or not, but let me tell you what the difference is. Helpful is like, say that you're in need of something, maybe something dropped, or maybe you need you clearly don't know where to go, and then somebody will probably help you, especially if it's like nearby the MRT or something like that, and probably because they want to use like their English skills or something. But friendly, as in, hey, do you want to come hang out with us, or hey, do you want to exchange contact information? I've probably never ever seen that. And I mean, it is what it is, right? Some people will do that in other places, like, I'm from Canada, so, if you know somebody who knows somebody, then there's going to be kind of like these niche groups where they kind of like really welcome you. I used to be friends with some artist people, and artists in Canada, like, I don't know if it's really changed right now, but they're like very, I guess, open-minded or whatever. And they like to meet like a lot of other people, have new experiences and whatnot. So I had really good experiences with them, even though like I'm not an artist. I used to like to hang out with like those type of artsy people, dancers, singers, maybe in another life I went to like art school or something like that. And it's kind of funny about how people think the skills that you have is, you have to go to school to get those particular skills, and then you're going to be in that type of environment, right? Like, say you're going to be working in finance. I've seen people like who do social media, and they give advice about like finance and whatnot, and their background is actually like theater. Which, does that really make sense? Is there like really a connection? Yeah, there is. I would say, because you have to have like some type of presentation skill. I don't really care how smart you are, how good you are at your job, but if you're not able to communicate that with anybody, then it's not really useful, right? You have some of these scientists who like speak different languages, and I mean, a long time ago there was this language called Esperanto that people wanted to make like the scientific language that would communicate with everybody, but that didn't really go. So English obviously is where it's at. So Canada, United States, UK, Australia, they all have the advantage of like being able to be teach English wherever they want. But the point is, guys, that if the language that you speak as a mother tongue or mother language or whatever doesn't really help communicate with the people that you want to communicate it with, then it's not useful. Right now, there's AI and stuff. You could plug yourself into that. AI, instant translation. I don't know, probably maybe sometime 40 or 50 years from now, there's going to be a point where people are using AI translation all the time. And we're going to be, more and more, obviously, we're depending on, technology. Look at even just like right now, how, people, they don't even like write their own essays and write their own reports. They'll just say, okay, well, I'm going to just plug all my information into some AI chatbot or whatever, and then it's just going to spit out like whatever I want, right? And the same with like this vibe coding thing. That's also kind of volatile, because you just you look at it and you hope for the best, and then you just kind of go use it, right? Which is I think there's like a word for it, like in Star Wars, it's called like slapdash or something like that. And yeah, it's going to work for now, but maybe we'll have like AI cars that we just made, and then it's just going to work. It's going to work for now, but how long is it going to be before it breaks down? Anyways, guys, that's my 2 cents for today. It's Mike here. We're in Taiwan. I'll see you guys later. Bye.